Yeah, me too.
Yeah, because that could have been editing. Derek could have screwed you on that one.
He probably would have, knowing him.
Yeah. Or he could just be like a Drew McIntyre and just be the ultimate hater.
I aim to be that much of hate.
You aim to be that much of hate.
Because if there's anyone that could actually potentially make the real Sith, it would be Drew McIntyre. The level of hate that man has, it's not even petty anymore. I don't even know how to describe it.
No, it's something to aspire to. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like he could easily be an evil Highlander.
an evil Highlander.
You do not want him to be the one.
Have you ever seen the Highlander anime from like the early 2000s?
No.
No.
Let me find the actual title of it. Yeah. Highlander, The Search for Vengeance. It was like 2007. I remember watching this like in college, I want to say. It's actually rad. It's rad as hell.
Okay.
It's not good. It's just so like 80s anime, like overstuffed with bullshit that it's great.
Yeah, I'm down for that. And
Yeah.
bless you to whoever sneezed.
Oh, that was Cynthia.
Nice.
My beautiful, wonderful, amazing girlfriend. She's
Well,
dealing with allergies right now.
You need to tell her I said bless you.
Yeah, Derek says bless you. But the anime itself is also cyberpunk as fuck.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah.
I'm down for that. That sounds awesome.
Yeah.
That sounds like the type of schlock that's like right up my alley.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's pure
mean-
schlock.
And there's nothing wrong with pure schlock as long as you lean into it and, like massage it and caress it and nurture it. Schlock can be good.
Schlock can be good. I don't know what you mean by like caressing it. Are we like talking about like some Wagyu beef where you gotta give it like a massage, get the baby oil out, and just like do a deep tissue with it?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. You have like a nice like grass / like berry mix for the food that you hand feed after chewing it up yourself. Good.
You're not baby birding it.
Oh no, that's why you put it in your hand, because it's weird. You'd have to like roll the cow over to like puke it into the mouth and be like, ugh!
Oh, I didn't need that visual. Can we let's just move on and
So, other things in the world, in the universe.
yeah, let's just talk about fucking SummerSlam. Let's like that. I'm just gonna go into SummerSlam because that's like the only thing that isn't just one of those things that breaks your fucking heart this past week.
I gotta say, we called some things. We did not call other things.
Yeah.
SummerSlam had quite the craziness. Like that was wild.
Yeah, like that wasn't a show for, top level wrestling. That was a show for we're going to make storylines just like we're doing like a season finale of storylines right now. That's what it felt like.
Yeah. Highly recommended if you guys haven't seen it, but I'm assuming if you're watching this, you probably have already seen it.
Yeah, because
I'm here and I only saw half.
Which half did you see?
The first half.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Why don't you lead us in then? What was the very first match?
Oh man, you're putting me on the spot there. I don't know what happened first.
Yeah. First we had was it America the Beautiful by Jelly Roll? That's what we had first.
Blocked that out.
Yeah, and then performance of his hit single. You boys couldn't see me doing the air quotes as hard as I possibly can.
I felt them. It was the way you said it.
Yeah.
I could feel them.
Yeah. Look, I'm not a country guy by any means. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love me some Willie Nelson, some Garth Brooks. You can't deny some Chris Gaines action.
Johnny Cash.
Johnny Cash is gospel in my opinion, but he's been co-opted by country over the years.
He was just a rebel, and
Yeah, he was.
he refused to be defined by by Simple Labels.
Yeah.
So,
Johnny Cash was an OG.
fuck yeah.
Yeah, so apparently Jelly Roll is a big deal. I don't fucking know. He's a big dude. He's a big boy.
You know, I do see him a lot in like YouTube Shorts and TikTok and all that. So, yeah.
All right, he gets around.
From the little bit I know, he was in a bad place and totally turned his life around. So, good for that.
Yeah, good for him. Look, as long as he's not like another like problematic, who is that douchebag, Morgan Wallen or Jason Aldean? Who's the one who did that song with the music video in front of the lynching site?
Jason Aldean, that frickin' bigot.
Yeah.
Oh my god. That's not even alleged. After like the entire video, when you deconstruct that with all of the newspaper clippings and everything, that dude knew what he was doing.
Yeah.
He knew it.
As long as Jelly Roll doesn't turn out like one of those douchebags, I'm all for him being on TV. I just don't want to listen to him sing, honestly.
Oh god. Nothing against the guy. If you like his music, that's awesome.
It's just not for us. It's not.
Yeah.
Yeah. Odds are you don't like what I listen to, so
Yeah.
each their own.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me a call when Goldfinger's opening up WrestleMania with Superman. Then I'm in.
Wasn't that like 2004?
Oh, yeah. Dude. Hell yeah. Doing everything I can.
Because I'm a Superman.
I went and saw them the other month.
Hell yeah, dude.
Dude,
They were out in
awesome.
Colorado.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. But no. Like the first like real match of the night was Liv versus Rhea for the Women's World Championship. Pretty surprising. I gotta say, I loved the story beat of Rhea's arm being dislocated and her slamming it back into place.
Yeah, that's like a bad action movie from the 90s, which gets my heart.
Yeah, that's like some
dude.
Lethal Weapon shit. Yeah.
Yes, thank you. I was just about to say, dude, she lethal fucking weapon that shit. I was like, yes! Yes!
I think she did it like twice, too.
Yeah, first into the announce table and then again into like the turnbuckle. Yeah, that was that popped me. That was fun. I enjoyed that.
I love gotta shout out Pat McAfee for pretty much calling this the custody of Dom match.
Yeah.
He
The
alluded
graphic
to
is
it
up
many times.
right above your head, Derek, just so you know.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. It's hard not to allude to it. The only thing it was honestly missing was a ladder and Dom and a baby Bjorn, but we got close to it. We did.
Yeah, I feel like this is something that they're gonna run back for a ladder match, hopefully just for the meme. If they suspend the Dom over the like ring in like a cage and they have to like climb a ladder to get him out, I'm gonna be even more for it. But this is literally just Dom learning how to be the biggest fucking heel in the industry and ramping it up. Like people already just like disliked him for being, Dominic Mysterio, and he's been adding levels to this, and this just took it up to the, a stratosphere that I didn't think was possible for him until right now.
I think it was last week I had said that jokingly when we were talking about the custody battle, that Dom would accidentally screw Rhea over. I was wrong. That was on purpose.
Yeah, fully intentional.
Fully intentional. And you know what? I'm honestly here for it. Dom is tired of being a sub
Apparently.
in a relationship. Even though he doesn't... He plays his character really well because you know that in real life he knows he's being played still. And yet he's doing it anyways because he feels like he's now the dominant one, even though it's Liv who's the dominant one.
Clearly, yes.
Yeah. They goddamn did they do this well. It was a great match overall. Obviously, Rhea with her shoulder popping in and out was like creme de la creme on this shit.
Oh, yeah.
But Liv, you know what, man? She put out some great fucking maneuvers out there. She played into the dirtiness of it. And the end result with the chair, man, that shit was wild. That was awesome.
I want to say I really appreciated the moment of... I'm sorry, Walsh. Just 1 second. I just want to throw out...
Go.
I really appreciated the moment of making it look like Dom did that on accident and then showing it was on purpose for that chair hit, yeah, that sold it for me. All right, by all means,
Yeah.
Wes, I'm sorry, go ahead. I had to get it off my chest.
Train of thought derailed.
I'm sorry. God. I didn't mean
Oh no,
to.
I was gonna say in the beginning I got confused. I was like, why is he just running away? I had to have it explained to me, like, if she's disqualified or anything like that happens, he keeps the belt. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
it all makes sense now.
Yeah, and I want to say it was Corey Graves, I believe, on commentary, who pointed out why a champion wouldn't want to do that in a match, get disqualified and retained, is because then they get less of a paycheck for not getting an actual win. That's that's kind of like the kayfabe answer for why if you're a champion you wouldn't just get wouldn't get a DQ for every match.
What about a cheating win?
Yeah, cheating win, ref doesn't see it, still counts.
I mean, my favorite wrestler of all time was notorious for it, Eddie Guerrero. So,
Yeah. Also cheated in the Olympics, which is very timely.
I did not watch any of that.
Yeah, no, well, I mean the Olympics is a whole nother fucking chestnut. But I miss the old school WWE Olympic spots. There was the one with Eddie where I think it was supposed to be like a 100-meter dash where he just like affixed the little starting pegs to all the other runners so he could win without any change. There was the Batista competing in the gymnastics freestyle, but he just did like some breakdancing on a broken down piece of cardboard, which is great.
That, yep.
Yeah. It was, God, somebody else did like the long jump and all sorts of shit. There were some great fucking promos that they did for that back in the day. I missed that.
We're probably going to get more of them with it now being under the wing of TKO. As more more famous people from different aspects of sports, like different styles and all that, start coming into the arena more and more and get shown off on camera more and more. I think it's inevitable that we're going to start seeing some more Olympic gold medalists, silver medalists, any medalist come in and just be shown off for a little bit.
Yeah.
And we'll eventually lead right back into it. Because, like, if, let's say Chad Gable was at the Olympics, they would have fucking played right into that.
Yeah.
Recently at the Olympics, I mean. I know
that's current Olympics. There was a bit of chatter. I think it was on last week's SmackDown when him and he was like ringside, and I want to say it might have been Graves, it might have been Wade, was calling him out about the Olympics, about how he's not there, and this Olympic ceremony had a better opening than the one that he was in and stuff. He's like, he was giving them a little bit of banter back and forth, but he's like, no, dude, I'm gonna agree, that was actually better than the one that I was at. Actually, on the subject of the Olympics, I want to give a quick shout out to a series that's on Peacock right now, with Kevin Hart and Keenan from SNL, where they do like Olympic highlights. It's like a little show. I want to say it's like a half hour. It's literally just the two of them, I'm assuming, with no handlers, stoned out of their mind, telling terrible jokes back to each other about the Olympics and making fun of shit. It's actually one of the funnier things on TV right now.
I'm gonna have to check this out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to check this out. I mean, you're talking about Keenan famously from Keenan and Kel.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or all that.
Yeah, I was gonna say Keenan famously from all that.
More famously from SNL, because he is the longest running cast member in the most sketches of all time for Saturday Night Live. Like, he's eclipsed his Nickelodeon days.
But didn't he set that record not recently, a while back? Technically, he just keeps breaking the record over and over now at this point.
Yeah, he's like John Cena with the Make-A-Wish kids. Like, he just keeps adding to his record, running up the board.
Man. He goes to, like, the comedian version of Valhalla.
Oh, yeah.
That dude's going to be in. He's going to have his own throne, dude.
Dude, like, honestly, when Lorne Michaels dies, he's probably just going to will the entire show to Keenan.
I mean, it wouldn't be a bad plan.
He's
like,
been there forever at this point.
Yeah, like say what you want about him, but the dude is stable.
Yeah.
Like he is your workhorse.
Yeah, he is the IC champion of SNL. Thank you for setting me up for the next match, which was Sami Zayn versus Braun for the IC title.
Yeah.
This one went kind of short for me. I was expecting it to go a bit longer, if I'm being completely honest. It was okay, but nothing really to write home about, unfortunately. I wanted a little bit more out of this match.
I completely agree. This fell way short, especially with what we got last time between the two.
Yeah, last time was a barn burner. This was, it was a gentleman's 3, we'll say.
Yeah. At the end of the day, this was definitely a squash. I mean, let's be real. That just didn't feel right. That didn't feel right.
If I'm being
That didn't feel earned.
100% completely unbiased with my opinion, I'm not upset that Braun won, but I think this match got cut short due to time. I feel like they were like, okay, we need more time for a couple other things on the card, so we're cutting you guys down. We're shaving like 5 minutes off your match.
Do the fast version.
And of all the matches to do it to, though, this was not it. Like, to me, I needed to see Braun earn this shit to be able to take it from Sami, and I don't honestly think I saw that.
No.
Like, it wasn't a bad match.
No.
Though.
Should have just made Sami Zayn to come out and do a charity spot.
Yeah. I would have liked that. With just how much that they kind of like keep his work outside of the ring a little bit suppressed when it comes to, Sami for Syria or his mobile hospital units that he's got over in Palestine right now. I feel like they need to like throw him a bone here and there a little bit more often.
Yeah, I feel like this was the perfect moment for him to retain. And then, I don't know, maybe like hold his belt, and then all of a sudden as he puts his arms out, he has like a Palestinian flag.
Yeah.
Like, would have been awesome. I also don't mind that Braun won. But this did not give me a feeling that he was supposed to win.
It
Like,
wasn't
this just felt like
a satisfying win, right?
Yeah.
That's what it is. Like, it didn't feel as earned as the, Money in the Bank, where it felt like Sami earned retaining that belt. This,
yes,
it felt just like it was missing something. Me personally, I think it just needed more time.
this honestly could have, if they had given it a longer amount of time to breathe and let them cook a little bit longer, I honestly believe this would have been the best match of the night. Because of the way those two performed together, how we saw them last time. If you give them time, they show you a story from fucking beginning to end. You don't always get that out of matches.
No.
Like, those two just work great together. So I'm disappointed.
Get that in the rematch.
Yeah.
And we might, but it's going to be hard to get over this shadow, in my opinion.
Yeah. And who knows? Maybe this is just like starting from like ground zero for Braun. Like, they just wanted to give him kind of like a clean slate start on a title run so that they have somewhere to build to, instead of it being like, all right, he fought tooth and nail against Sami. He's got to, take some time to like ease off it. Like, we need to cool this down a little bit. From like an insane feud with Sami to, okay, no, we're gonna strap him up and we're putting a rocket on him to go like 0 to 60 in no time, and he's just gonna be going crazy with fucking matches from here out.
Which I'm okay with,
Yeah.
as long as they had made this match longer and more earned. Sami's not the type of guy that he's been displayed as to just lose that fast, unless he gets absolutely overwhelmed by just too many people or something. And even then, he usually still gets back up. So, I at the end of the day, I feel like I would have preferred a dirty win.
Yeah.
Like, let's say, like a Chad Gable coming out and screwing Sammy over or something.
Yeah, I could see that. Look,
Over what we got.
I think I've got some headcanon that I'll throw at you when we get to it, like at the end of the show, for why they booked it this way.
Okay.
Yeah, but something that I was definitely satisfied was LA Knight beating the piss out of Logan Paul and taking that U.S. title.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me talk to you.
I shouldn't have been surprised that fucking Machine Gun Kelly was there looking like Fred Durst circa 2002, but he was.
Isn't he just Kelly now? He's not a rapper. Like, he got his ass whooped by Eminem so fucking bad that he changed fucking genres, dude.
He changed genres. They shot something with him and Logan Paul backstage at one point where I saw him walking around with a little acoustic guitar trying to pretend like he's a real musician.
Yeah. Yeah. I saw him do a live stream where he was wearing like a fishnet shirt trying to look like he was super emo. So like, I don't think he's found his footing yet now that he was absolutely embarrassed by Eminem. And I feel like him hanging out with Logan Paul further proves it, because Logan Paul's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
I think you were kind of batting me up for this a little bit.
I was, but before you get into there, I just want to say I feel like Machine Gun Kelly is rocking the Fred Durst hat because he's still waiting for those hair plugs to grow back in.
Yeah.
But by all means,
like,
Derek.
If he was more like Fred Durst, he would have owned the balding, because Fred Durst owns his aging completely. Completely. Fred Durst is like considered an OG now. So.
At this point, yeah. I mean, he's embraced the gooberness of his, self. At this point, he realizes he's a meme. He's, his cultural relevancy is long expired, so he can just ride that wave of being weird now.
Yep. We all thought it was weird when he got that bucket head, dude, and look at him now.
Yeah, it worked.
Just embracing it.
Yeah,
it did. But no, Logan decided to make his opinion known about a Algerian boxer.
Yep.
Who at the time had just beaten I believe it was an Italian boxer.
Yes.
She doesn't necessarily fit what you would consider, what the West considers like feminine when she's not wearing makeup. That's nothing against her. Nothing at all. Like, makeup does crazy shit with your face. Like, it evens out my face. I've put it on. When I was doing stuff with my TikTok stuff back in the day. But this woman was berated for what they call it is transvestigations, where they believe these people are trans, like they weaponize trans identity to attack people. This woman simply just won her match, and Logan called her the purest form of evil.
Yeah,
and then said, "Whoopsie! Whoops, I might have spread misinformation."
Real quick here, Derek. She won her match because her opponent took one punch to the face and dropped out, because she went into that match with a pre-existing condition of breaking her nose recently.
Yes.
Yeah, her opponent took one shot to the face, said, "Nope, I am done. This is going to be devastating to me if I continue. I'm dropping out," which, for all intents and purposes, smart move.
Yeah. Put your health above winning.
Yeah. I understand it's the Olympics. It comes around, once every 4 years. You train your whole life for it. You don't want to miss it. But putting your health first is tantamount to, winning a gold medal.
Oh, yeah. No, and I wasn't going to put any shade. No. There's no smoke for that lady. Because I don't even think she said a word about any of this. But like the alt-right and like the fascist wing of our country decided to try and weaponize this and weaponize both Amin's identity as a woman, and they tried to weaponize the Italian woman who lost.
Yeah.
Not right.
No, it's pretty weird.
It's pretty weird. It's pretty creepy. I don't understand why people like Logan Paul are so obsessed with people's genitals. Like, who cares? Who fucking cares? Like, just get over it. That woman is clearly a woman fighting in a women's boxing match. Cis women are women. Trans women are women. Like, this isn't hard to understand. This is not a hard concept.
Now, I think it's also important to note here, the boxer that we're referring to from Algeria, Algeria is incredibly intolerant towards trans people. They are one of the most aggressive about it. If she was a trans competitor, she more than likely would never have had the opportunity to go to the Olympics, much less compete in boxing on a national level.
Oh, let's be real. She'd likely not be alive.
Yeah, she would have been completely... Yeah, it's absurd. It's inhumane.
Yeah.
It's, criminal how they treat trans people in Algeria.
And knowing that, they have endangered this woman's life because some idiots are not going to know or care to learn.
Yeah. The only
He deserved...
Some guy said this. I gotta believe him now.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And I know... I think the gestation point for this was either J.K. Rowling or Elon Musk. Like, I think that's really where it started. It was one of those two who decided to open up their stupid fucking mouths about this and just spew hate.
And it's hard to tell who was first, like, sitting here right now without looking it up, because both are absolutely known for spreading hate towards the trans community.
Yep.
It infuriates me. And that's why Logan fucking Paul, the scam artist Paul, deserved to drop that belt to LA Knight. A man who is more deserving to wear that belt.
Oh, 100%. Like, unequivocally, he needed to drop that belt as soon as fucking possible. Once I saw that initial tweet, I said to myself out loud, like, oh, he's fucking losing now. And then when he put out the non-apology tweet, I was like, dude, you fucked yourself. You fucked yourself so hard. I don't care how many right-wing nut jobs associate with WWE. There's no recovering from this. The community in wrestling is one of the most accepting communities, one of not just the most tolerant, but one of the most left-leaning sporting fans that you have in the entire world. Like, they're up there. Like, I think the only one that beats them as far as the most inclusive community is women's tennis.
Oh yeah, like, especially, like, if you look at wrestling now versus 30 years ago, it's a different game. Like, it is so goddamn diverse, the people and their walks of life they come from.
Yeah.
Like, there is no way the wrestling community would be able to grow the way it has if it wasn't tolerant and progressive.
Yeah.
Like, you're always going to have those asshats like Logan fucking the scam artist Paul going out there and saying some shit. But the good outweighs the bad in this type of stuff. I don't normally like to say crap like that, but this is totally true. And there was backlash immediately.
Yeah.
Immediately. And it wasn't just people who are on Twitter or X or the fascist bird app.
Yeah.
It wasn't just people on there. His own fan base from outside of wrestling attacked him for it. The wrestling community came after him fucking hard.
Yeah, I think Isla Dawn and Sami Zayn were probably like the first people to put out anything on like social media to just be like, fuck you. I'm not saying your name, but fuck you.
Yep. We all know who they're talking about. Fuck that guy. I called him out on Threads. I was like, no. Like, if WWE, if you're smart, you're taking the belt off him immediately.
Yeah. My wonderful, amazing, incredibly intelligent girlfriend pointed out the other day, why the fuck isn't CM Punk say anything about that? Like, they must have him on a contract that prevents him from taking 1 foot out of line, because he would have words about that.
Yes. I was honestly surprised he didn't say anything, and I have to agree with you on that completely, because he has defended the trans community many times in the past.
Yes, he has.
Go ahead.
He has been very vocal about supporting trans people, supporting gay people, supporting women, which,
Yep.
shouldn't be a thing that needs to happen at the level it needs right now.
Right.
Because it's just absurd what we're dealing with. But you know what? At the end of the day, Logan Paul has proved himself to, at every opportunity, show himself to be a piece of shit.
Yeah. Yes. If there was going to be a match that got shortened, that should have been the fucking match.
Oh, yeah, that
Let's
should be
be
a
real.
squash. Like,
Yeah.
LA Knight should have rolled up in his stolen Prime Hummer and ran Logan Paul the fuck over.
Yep. At the very least, he should have gone to the crowd, grabbed fucking I don't want to say Machine Gun Kelly, fucking Kelly by his goddamn twerpy ass legs and beat Logan till he was unalived in the ring. And I don't think a single person would have gasped. I think all you would have heard was cheering.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
it. That's it.
1000%. The sheer amount of boos that Logan Paul got in Cleveland told you everything you need to know, because he did not get the reception that, I mean, let's face it, you go to fucking Cleveland, you go to any city and they're a hometown wrestler, I don't care how hated you are, people cheer for you when you're from their hometown.
Yeah,
he got
heel or
none
not.
of that. He got none of that.
I was honestly surprised. I was working out while I was watching it in that portion, and I stopped working out so I could watch the match because I wanted to see him get his ass beat real bad. And LA Knight did not fucking disappoint, brother.
Yeah.
Let me talk to you. Let me talk to you. Fucking LA Knight's drip
Oh, yeah.
last night was mwah. Just fucking mwah. Walsh, I don't know if you saw it, man, but that white and red, holy shit. Holy shit.
Yeah, that really
I
popped
think that's
against...
the last match I saw.
Yeah, that really popped against Logan's fucking Cleveland Browns fucking brown and orange gear. Dude, honestly, as much as I love LA Knight as a wrestler, as a personality, as a character, he was so much fucking more fun at the press conference after the show.
Okay, I didn't get to see that. So
He was having the time of his life. Like, immediately after first question, he's like, all right, we done here? We done here? We done here? Oh, no, you got another one. All right. Let me hear what you got. He was chopping it up with, the last question was with a guy that he talked to, like, the night before. I can't remember what publication he was from. But he was talking about, where the hell were you? You said you had your trunks with you. I thought you were going to be out there with me. What happened? Then he started talking about he needs more Mike's Hard Lemonade.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I love the guy, man. I'm so glad he has the belt.
Yeah.
Couldn't have happened to a more deserving fellow.
Yeah.
Probably one of the most deserved belt changes that happened last night.
Yeah, the dude he's got the riz for it. Like, he's got what you need for a mid-card title to elevate it, you know? Like, he's got that ability to connect with people. He's got that ability to talk. He's got that ability to make things feel important with just his words, you know?
I agree. It also helps if you have the shoes of a champion.
I knew you were going to do that. I was waiting for it. I was fucking waiting for it.
I was trying to find a point to bring it in, and this felt like the moment. I'm just really happy overall for him. I love the guy. He's an amazing wrestler. The dude has, obviously, like you said, he has riz for days. But he has a connection with the crowd.
Yeah.
With just the word "yeah" that you don't see from a lot of wrestlers happening, other than like Jey Uso, where you have a single word.
Yeah, like
Go ahead. No, go
different
ahead.
wrestlers have a way of like connecting with the audience on that level. Like you said, you got Jay with, Yeet and doing, during the entrance, lifting the arms. You've got people just getting it in with Seth when they want to sing along to his theme song. You've got Cody with the whoa. Those are the things that, it's you never know what's going to catch fire with the crowd. Sometimes it just hits. Sometimes it's the simplest thing, and it's just what you need for a particular wrestler to get to where you want them to be in the company.
It just fucking slaps, dude. Like I don't know if it was like 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago now, but I still want to see a tag team up of Jey Uso and LA Knight. I want team Yeet Yeah or Yeah Yeet, however you want to put it.
Yeah.
Like, I want that tag team.
Yeah.
I want
LA
that.
Yeet.
Yes. Oh, brother. Yes. LA Yeet. But yeah, it's got to be said. He put on a great show last night. Well, 2 nights ago, audience for you. It was awesome. Fucking Logan did do some crazy shit too. I won't deny it. Him coming out the suicide dive basically off the out the ring was pretty awesome.
Yeah, he's got the unique ability to imitate other more popular wrestlers and co-opt their best looking shit and make it work for himself. God, he just takes like the best, coolest looking shit from other people. He really does. He gives no fucks.
Because that's how he is in real life, though. Like,
yeah,
that had to be the easiest decision of his life was, oh, I'm going to steal other people's shit. The dude's a scam artist. Like, let's be real.
Yeah. God, was he going up against right now? He's got the defamation case against CoffeeZilla. The IOC is investigating Prime on their claims and their advertising.
That was the case I was bringing up last week. I didn't remember what the exact case was, but yeah, that case is coming up because of some advertising with the Olympics.
Yeah, some advertising with the Olympics. He was there was like it was trademarked terms with the Olympics, but there's also something about the way that the drink is marketed to kids and it being labeled as not for consumption for people under the age of 18 because one bottle contains as much caffeine and sugar as like a 6-pack of Coke.
Yep.
Yeah.
And enough potassium to where if you drink enough of those, you could potentially die.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's poison. It's just poison.
It's poison. Prime
it's
poison.
Just poison. It's just poison.
Yeah. But yeah, let's get off of fucking Logan Paul. Congrats to LA Knight. Much deserved. But we do have Nia Jax versus Bayley, with Nia taking that win after the interference with Tiffany Stratz. Ooh. Okay.
Yeah.
I am not going to lie. I called to myself that Tiffy was going to, cash in her contract, but I actually anticipated her to have a successful cash in. I wasn't expecting it to just be like, okay, no, this is just going to serve as a distraction, so now I can pick up the win. But I'm not against it.
Was that actually a cash in? Did she actually get to cash it in? Because she got her ass beat before. Yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah.
She never actually handed it over. She got hit immediately.
Yeah, like, Bayley knocked her the fuck out.
Yeah, Bayley was like, nope.
Yeah.
I did. Your big briefcase. Get out of here.
It's a great looking briefcase.
It was nice.
Yeah.
I honestly thought Bayley was gonna take this one. I was surprised when Nia won, but after how that part went down with Tiffy, I was like, oh, all right, okay, this is going a different way than I expected. So I'm not against it. It was still a great match. I feel like Nia has kind of earned this versus years back trying to take the title.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, no, I'm going to support you 100% on that take because it's true. Like, since she's come back this time, she has been, putting in the work. She's been showing up. She's been showing out. She's fully realized who she is as a character and making it work immaculately, in my opinion. Like, all of the stuff that she's doing, like, in the ring, outside of the ring, in front of the camera, it's perfect for her, It's hitting on all the levels. Giving her the fucking belt at this point seems like a smart decision for what they've got going on with her and Tiffy Stratz. It works. That they've got room to grow on this. They've got some tension to build, and it makes sense. It's fun. It's not like the highlight of the show, but it's the right thing to do at this point in time. Like, you've got multiple female characters with differentiating storylines happening throughout the shows.
Yeah, and nothing against Bayley because I loved having the belt on her. I feel like she's at a point in her career to help catapult others.
Yeah.
So this was inevitable. If it didn't happen here, it was going to happen at WrestleMania. It was going to be one of the two. It might not have been Nia, but it was. It was inevitable. It was a great match overall. I think Nia definitely earned it. I did like that when her entrance with the crown on and everything. Like, it gave that Biggie Smalls
that cover?
famous painting. Yeah. With the crown, like, and not in a bad way. Like mwah, like it was great. I loved it. She wears that crown right.
Yeah.
And I think she's going to wear the belt right because, like you were saying, this time around, I mean, she's such a different wrestler from before. Just such a different wrestler.
Yeah, and it's not hard to see why they brought her back. By all accounts, she's extremely well liked backstage. She's not she's not troublesome. She's there for the team. She's there rising tide lifts all boats type of wrestler, and that's what you need in a company like this. Is you've got a ton of wrestlers. You need people that want to work together, that like each other.
Well, and plus, I think honestly, a great storyline can come out of what happened and going forward with Tiff and Nia. Like, normally we get rivalries where they're butting heads and everything. It's clear cut. I feel like this is a chance for them to do more of like a conniving, backstabbing type of rivalry now.
Yeah.
Allowing like a kind of a cool storyline overall to come out of it, I would say.
Yeah, and something that I think is important to kind of note right now for this is with Nia being crowned a champion, this is actually prime for something that's been kind of been teased in the background with Alexa Bliss's comeback. Yeah, that's an old rivalry that they can reignite right away with her coming back and making a big statement right off the bat.
That would be awesome. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, word is she'll be back soon. So
yeah, she's been teasing some training, some in the ring stuff on her like social medias and stuff like that. So I'm all primed for that. That could be a blast.
Yeah, I am for it. I am all for it. I feel like there's a lot of potential with Nia right now holding the belt, and I'm happy. It's not the best match of the night in my opinion, but it was one of the better matches for sure.
Yeah, like all in all, like let's be honest, like I think our least enjoyed match was Sammy versus Braun.
Yep.
Simple as that.
Yep.
But something that didn't quite disappoint, I'm kind of like of two minds of it right now, was the next one, which was Punk versus Drew. I feel like they wanted to put this on the books so they could build to in a more step up match in the future. I feel like this has got steel cage written on it at some point down the line.
I would like that actually. Yeah. The match itself, it wasn't bad. It was good overall. Like, it was definitely a highlight type of match. It went a little weird, in my opinion, overall. I don't know. I liked Seth as a guest referee. I did.
He was a joy, honestly. I enjoyed his little bits in the beginning. Just being like, wait. No, you can go ahead and do that. Yeah, I don't care. Beat the shit out of each other.
And I mean, those fucking shoes, those fucking pants.
Yeah.
Like, dude, he is an icon. He is an icon.
I loved the little embellishments on the referee shirt. Like the little gems near the neckline. All of that was so much fun.
Dare I say, his outfit was revolutionary.
It's the new standard outfit for a ref.
Yeah, it should be. Yeah,
it should be.
Something that I want to point out, because I feel like this match in particular highlighted a missed opportunity that they didn't take advantage of throughout the night, was the ref cam.
Yes. Oh, I was just going to bring that up too. Same fucking page.
Yeah, I wanted to see more of that being used during the show. Unfortunately, like Seth abandoned it halfway through. I saw him rip it off and was like, no, this is getting in my way. But I wanted to see them utilize that a bit more throughout the night in some of the matches. We only got like a couple of glimpses of them using it.
I wanted to see it when Punk finally had enough.
Mm-hmm.
So my issue with the match technically is that I feel like it was too quick. I feel like this is one of those you could have let it slow burn for a while and let Seth just keep fucking him over and over and over, which obviously did happen. I just wanted it to happen more.
Yeah, I wanted more shenanigans from Seth. You know,
Yeah.
I think that would have been, a little bit nice. That would have been like the cherry on top. The little bit of like, fuckery that we got from Seth, I loved the hell out of. He was like he put his working boots on last night, and his working boots are expensive as fuck.
Oh god, yeah, those fucking zebra print, dude. Oh my god, I want those. I want those so bad. Oh, that was some drip. That was some fucking drip,
dude.
I feel like that was the issue with it, was that it didn't feel earned enough for Punk to get as mad as he did at him when we should have seen more from Seth. What we got was awesome. I just feel like we needed a little bit more for how mad we saw Punk get.
Yeah.
So,
although at the same time, this could be them kind of leaning into this idea of CM Punk's like anger issues, his hair trigger, his unhinged aspect of who he is as a person in the online world, and his reputation, like becoming fully part of his character at this point. I think that's what they are setting this up for.
that does make sense, honestly, because I love Punk. You know how we are.
Oh yeah.
But he needed to be humbled. Let's be real. He would fly off the handle real quick with anyone. He always has been that way. And Drew is very good at needling, just getting at you in little ways. So it's a great matchup in general. I feel like this rivalry is not over.
No.
But I feel like Punk won't come back to beat him until he's learned a thing or two about himself. That's where I agree. He's gonna have to have his own Rocky moment, but without the boxing and more seeing a therapist.
Famously, CM Punk has never seen the Rocky movies, so that's going to be difficult for him. Thank you for calling back to that, Derek. Oh, man. Still a sore subject for him, I believe.
We're marks. Marks. We know too much about the man. Let's be real. So, but at the end of the day, though, this was not on the Sammy Braun level. This still felt overall technically earned.
Yeah, like the story of the match still worked 100%,
Yeah.
God, I loved a little bit, though, of Drew picking up the bracelet again, kissing it in front of unconscious fucking CM Punk in the middle of the ring, just to show him, like, no, this is over for me. You can do whatever you want, but I've got my win. Back of the line.
So the question is then, because do you think they're gonna let this simmer a little bit between the two for some time?
I think what will be tonight for the folks at home on Raw, Punk's gonna come out spitting fire. That's what's gonna happen.
He's gonna blame Rollins.
He's gonna blame Rollins. It's gonna be Rollins and Punk back and forth for a bit, and then once that's put to bed, then he's gonna go after Drew. Maybe that'll happen at Bad Blood, I think. Just because they've announced that show, and I'm sure they're gonna want something big for that.
Yeah, it's what end of August, like near end of August.
Is it? I think the next one is Bash in Berlin.
Oh wait, no, Bash in Berlin. You're right. No, you're right.
Yeah, I think they want to drag this out a little bit more.
I completely agree that I feel like this is going to become Punk versus Seth for a while. I no longer believe Paul Heyman will be in his corner now that something else we'll be talking about in a bit happened.
Yeah. Yeah, Bad Blood's not till October, so maybe.
Oh, October? Okay.
Yeah. What do we got? Draft, King, Queen, Ring.
I have an off-topic, on topic, new topic.
What's that?
What is your two reactions? Because I just kind of laughed. Them announcing SummerSlam 2026 in Minnesota, I think, or something, but that's 2 years away.
Yeah.
What about next year? What'd
Oh,
he
they've
doing?
already got that. They already got that. That's
Oh.
what WWE has kind of become since, I want to say, the past like 2 years is really when they have amped up these bigger shows in these cities and announcing them ahead of time. They are after buttloads of tax credits right now from these cities. Like, they are making these cities bid against each other like crazy, which is why you're getting these announcements so early. Because they want to.
That makes more sense.
Yeah, they're making these like events like little mini WWE takeovers of the city. Because during SummerSlam they had like these fan events, they had these massive store pop-ups in Cleveland. They were doing shit all over. They had Sammy had his stand-up show, Undertaker had his one-man show, like all of that stuff. They are rolling out red carpets at these cities for WWE to show up. Because I mean, they're on a fucking hot streak. They are in a new era of a boom.
Let's be real here. Wrestling, world wrestling in itself, by its very nature, entertainment wrestling is carny.
Oh yeah,
And what do carnies do when they come to town?
They take
put
over.
up pop shops and
We
take
sell
over.
shit.
Yeah.
This is
You want
just
to buy some of this crap?
yeah. This is just present day carny shit, like circus shit. And I'm not hating.
Yeah.
I'm not hating. That's just what it is. Because don't get me wrong, like the next time me and her go to a show, I'm gonna be buying me some shirts and shit that are way overpriced. I know that. I know that.
Dude, on that subject, I gotta fucking shame Fanatics, who is now the primary merch seller for WWE. Dude, their shit is just, it's ugly. It sucks. A lot of it's cringe. Very rarely do they have a hit these days with something that I'd actually want to purchase, much less wear.
You know what merch store doesn't suck though, Alex?
I have a feeling. Why don't you tell the folks at home?
It is the nightoff merch store found in the link down in the description below. I don't know it off the top of my head. So
It is nightoffpod.threadless.com. If you go there
we
right
go.
now, there is 2 new options. There's a full collection of what I have dubbed the medieval collection, mid and then
Love
the
it.
word evil, of a bunch
Love
of
it.
like throwback to like some old school, like, you know, first edition D&D style art. And there's also a brand new shirt that I just made this weekend, which is another homage to the bear. It's
Oh,
straight,
nice.
Nice.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
it's straight up. It's a rip off of like the shirt from the first season, that the original beef shirt that they had. Yeah, that's
Oh
up on
yeah,
there
yeah,
now.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I threw that in
Hell
there
yeah.
because it was just, you know, in my brain. I'm like, I gotta get this out there and get that into the world. So pick that up.
Yeah, definitely check out the medieval shirt line.
Yeah.
Beautiful designs. I'm a big fan of the green one myself.
Yeah, Derek wants to be a goblin. He has revealed himself to be a loot goblin.
I am a loot dwarf. I don't know what you're talking about. That was just a beardless
Explain
goblin.
the green.
That was a beardless goblin or a beardless dwarf. That was
Yeah,
a beardless dwarf.
Yeah, the Freudian slip has revealed you, sir.
Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. No, but honestly, check it out. The designs are amazing. Alex does great work. There's an editing Derek shirt that's a little bit more old school, but check it out. You know, if you want to give a shout out to editing Derek,
Yeah,
he is the omniscient one.
yeah.
He knows all, sees all.
And there's also my personal favorite on there, the wrestling is real, you are fake. Wear that to the next show you go to, please.
Oh, I love that one. I love that one.
Right.
Also, the Iron Sheik shirt is
Oh, yeah.
money.
Yeah, fuck
Money.
the Hulk Hogan.
Fuck
On that
the Hulk Hogan.
subject of fuck the Hulk Hogan, did you see the media post that's been running around on the internets of him at a meet and greet recently?
I remember the picture, but I don't remember who he was with.
He was with some neo-Nazi. Dude who
That's-
straight up had SS tattooed on his arm, and I believe an Iron Cross in plain view.
I was gonna say I did not recognize the person, but I saw the tattoos and I was like, oh boy, why is he so lovey-dovey? Oh wait, that's right. He spoke at the RNC convention, a highly fascist little soiree that
Oh, yeah.
happens. So
Oh, okay.
yeah. But back to SummerSlam.
Yeah, we got our fuck the Hulk Hogan out of the way for the week.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Next up, this one was kind of fun for me, but Damian Priest versus Gunther. This was some fun shit. Didn't expect, well, should have expected, but didn't expect it to happen that way. But Finn interfering to give Gunther the win. That was some good shit. That hit like crack.
I think we are right in the fact that Liv has gotten in his ear hard.
Yes.
And obviously has gotten into Dom's ear too, clearly. But prior to the match, we did get to see a little spot between the Judgment Day crew.
Yeah, there was 2 before the match.
Where Damian... Oh, true. Yes, there was 2. Yeah. Yes. The one I'm speaking of is when Damian gets super pissed, the first one, and, like, loses his shit. Like, absolutely loses his shit. And Finn straight up tells him, yeah, I knew that Dom and Liv were together and this was probably going to happen. Like, it wasn't unknown information because not the person who's also not in Judgment Day, JD, little Jimmy, he also knew. So...
Bobblehead Jones posted, I think this morning, yesterday for the folks at home, a carousel on Instagram of him ripping his Judgment Day shirt. Just like ripping it off, and like the caption was like, "Never liked the shirt anyway."
Fun fact: he actually has to do that with every shirt he puts on because he can't get it over his head again. So that's actually just like, that's just a normal thing. He just decided to capitalize.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he was making chicken salad out of chicken shit.
But it was, let's be real, it was definitely hinted at pretty hardcore that this was going to happen. Or at least something was going to happen. Because when he apologized in that second little promo spot, when he apologized to Finn and he, walks away and you see that look in Finn's eye, and he was like, all right, some fucking shenanigans are going to happen.
Yeah, like, people always forget that Finn can be a devious son of a bitch.
And he sells it good. He sells it fucking good. Regardless of his action and role, the match was still amazing altogether.
It was a hard-hitting affair for sure.
Yeah, seeing Gunther bleed, did not expect that.
No, neither did he.
No, that looked like genuine shock.
Yeah, they did so much good with the little things in this match, like Gunther not realizing he was bleeding till he saw himself on like the Jumbotron. The fact that Damian caught the replay on the screens of Finn interfering and fueling him just wanting to destroy and choke the shit out of Finn. All of that, so good.
Their use of the Jumbotron makes this match, and also Finn's spot in this too, the best match of the night for me.
Yeah.
Personally. This was such an earned victory. I didn't expect how this outcome was going to be. I still am for it, though. These two put on quite the fucking show. The ability for Gunther to use more technical wrestling and to switch out into that kind of style immediately when he needed to was beautifully done and sold the shit out of it all for me. Like, seriously.
Yeah. That's the one thing that you cannot take away from Gunther. He is a monster fucking heel. Like, he is not your cowardly cheating type of heel who's like, gets the wins, through shenanigans often. He is the guy that is the final boss style. I am going to terrify you into submission by how badly I am going to chop the shit out of your chest.
He is lawful evil for sure.
Yeah.
Though I don't know, does the 2024 Player's Handbook actually have any of those alignments anymore? I don't know.
Very little, I think.
Yeah, I don't think it plays much of a factor anymore.
But regardless, he's lawful evil for sure. He is one of the better heels that is in WWE right now, in my opinion.
I would say in all of wrestling right now. He's top level.
Yeah, I'll give you that. Yeah, he is one of the best in general. The Ring General.
Yeah. Like, he is one of those heels that people cheer just because he is so effective. You know, he takes what faces usually have in their repertoire of saying what they're going to do and then backing it up and making it work as a heel.
Well, and like, let's be real. If we're gonna say who's the bigger heel between the Damian and Gunther, Gunther's obviously the better heel.
Yeah.
Like, he's more cemented in that mold, whereas Damian, at least since he's taken the belt, has started to be very less heel-like. He started moving towards what was kind of being seen as like a face turn, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And I think this will now cement that face turn, his loss. So, and his being kicked from Judgment Day because of Finn.
Dude, Judgment Day just full on imploded during the show. Throughout the show. Like, that was the story of the Judgment Day during SummerSlam. It was falling apart in real time.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Like, this was basically Liv's fucking machinations coming to effect.
Yeah, it was her revenge tour coming to completion.
Yep. She got what she wanted. So, for those of you who don't know, Damian had just basically knocked Gunther out cold and went for the pin. Rolled him over close to the ropes. Finn came up and laid Gunther's leg on the rope. And as Alex had said before, Damian had caught that on the big screen and got fucking pissed and went right after him. After him.
I loved once he got out of that sleeper hold the first time and went straight for Finn to grab him by the neck. That was a wonderfully executed moment.
Yep, because that's what cost him the match.
Yeah, and like just the image of him reaching through the ropes to get at him, I loved how they set that up. That looked great.
Dude, it was terrifying. I'm not going to lie. The rage in his face looked genuine. And the way he grabbed him, like, that looked like it might have hurt a little bit. Like, it might have stung. Because he got to him a lot quicker than I think he was expecting to. Like, I don't think this was like an on purpose, like a receipt or nothing. It just seemed like he got to him a lot faster than he was realizing. Yeah. Because the way he grabbed him, it was crazy.
But they made it look good. Oh, man.
Oh, it looked great.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That was a fun match. I'm happy with the outcome. I can't wait to see what Gunther does with the World Heavyweight Championship. I think he is just going to lay to waste all comers and make it look good while doing it.
Honestly, I think after that match, it is not 100% cemented, but near cemented that Rhea and Damian are going to be doing role changes into faces, in my opinion.
I mean, Rhea is just so over with the crowd right now. They can't make them boo her. It just won't happen.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if she's a heel or not. Like, she's mommy.
Yeah.
You always cheer for mommy.
Yeah, she can do no wrong. God, they would have to come up with something really despicable for her to do for the crowd to turn on her at this point.
Oh, yeah. But that's why I think this is the perfect moment for both of them to actually become faces now. They're both out of Judgment Day. They're away from the toxicity of it. Maybe they'll realize that they were both being very toxic. And, make chicken salad out of chicken shit.
Yeah.
All right, I have the really toxic thing she could do to turn the crowd against her.
Oh, I'm all for it.
She has to take Rey Mysterio out for a nice seafood dinner and then sleep with him and never call him again.
How dare you besmirch the name of Mrs. Snaggletooth?
Was that the...
I don't know.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Yeah.
It was the name
Rey Mysterio is a saint.
You know what?
Yeah.
I got it. The only other thing that you could do to add to that is if she digs up Eddie Guerrero and gets a DNA test to prove that Dominic is related.
Dom would be into that, I fear. Like,
this is to win him back. This is super toxic.
Oh god, that's fucking terrible, isn't it?
Oh,
yeah. There's so much they can do with this. I'm here for it. This is gonna be more fun for the next, like, I would say 6 weeks. I would say they're gonna milk this.
Oh yeah, because I can't wait to see what new iteration of Judgment Day comes out of this. Because something new will be birthed from this. It might not be called Judgment Day, but you've got Carlito, you got JD, you got Finn. Finn now kind of probably going to take the daddy role, and Liv taking over the mommy role, but just it won't be exactly that. I think it's going to be a much darker, more violent Judgment Day, whatever they call themselves.
Yeah. Although I will say I am going to miss the old Judgment Day when they're right at that level where they're just a bunch of goobers, you know? I really enjoyed their shenanigans when they were just fucking jackasses and dumb and silly. I kind of loved that version of them, but I'm like in the favor of moving a story forward in an interesting way. Let's let it ride, you know?
I mean, let's be real here, though. Like, on Dom's end, this shit's fire, dude.
Oh, yeah.
For his part of being in whatever, Judgment Day or whatever they end up calling themselves, like, dude, like, I think it was inevitable for this to happen. I think it was inevitable for him to betray. Like, that's how Judgment Day kind of is. They're like hyenas. You know what I mean?
They're like the hyenas from Lion King.
Yeah, just maybe slightly. Well, now with Carlito, they're probably on par with them. I was gonna say slightly more smart than the hyenas, but with Carlito added, he's like that goofy hyena.
Look, I think at this point,
I love you, Carlito.
Dominic is they're going to keep trying to make him more and more hated until he legit gets stabbed by a fan. Like, I think that's where the ceiling is for how much people can hate him. I think they're going for that old school heat.
I honestly, I agree. Like, I feel like that's what they're doing with this. Like, God, and he's so good at this. He's so goddamn good at this. It's not fair. Like, if Logan Paul was not in the WWE, Dom would have already been stabbed. Like, let's be real. Because he's the only other person there who has the most punchable fucking face.
Christ. Rest in peace, Dom. Because at this point, you might be murdered. Who knows?
Oh, God, yeah, we have that YouTube curse. No, don't. Y'all leave him alone.
We need him
Leave him alone.
We need him to stay around a little bit longer so we can wrap up some storylines at least.
I want to bitch about him more on the internet. Leave him alone.
I want to see him face turn and shave the mustache.
We've seen what he looks like. If you all haven't watched our GM mode series, we see what Dom looks like without a mustache, and it's fucking terrifying.
Oh, God. Speaking of fucking terrifying, the main event, Roman coming back, that was aura on another level. Like, Roman has got something about him that is just like, he changes the world when he walks out, you know? Like, my God, the man has just got a presence that is unmatched these days.
So I will admit, because you guys already know, but I don't know if I said this on here earlier or not, but I watched it this morning because I couldn't watch it last night, technically, because I didn't catch it in the very beginning, and for some reason I couldn't do a full playback all the way at the beginning. It was weird, and yeah,
Peacock sucks.
Yeah, it was fucking weird. So I watched it this morning, and it took most of the morning, and the match itself, awesome. You know, I got to give it to Solo. He did a pretty damn good job, him and his crew.
Yeah.
Obviously, Cody did great, and same thing with Kevin Owens and Randy Orton. Because, I mean, it was inevitable those two were going to come out.
Yeah, this was a reprise of WrestleMania Night 2.
It was, yes, because this was a Bloodline rules.
Yeah.
I had it spoiled for me that Roman was coming out. Because I stupidly went onto YouTube after I gave up, and my YouTube feed is filled with fucking wrestling shit. So it was all over. I was like, God damn it, damn it. That still didn't take away from how fucking awesome it was to watch him walk back onto the screen. That dude, he has a fucking energy about him. He really fucking does. There's a way that he commands respect when he walks in. He made Solo look like a bitch before he ever entered the ring.
Yeah, like just the music hitting. Like he didn't even have to walk out yet for Solo to look like a chump. That's how you know you have made it in the business.
Did he make the Scooby-Doo face?
Yes. Actually, both him and Cody did the Scooby-Doo face together, essentially.
I saw a take online after the match that I am 100% co-opting right now. Fucking Cody Rhodes as Goku has finally got his Vegeta.
Yeah, okay, that's okay. That's the energy I was feeling. I didn't know how to put it into words.
Yeah.
Yes, because they're not friends yet. They're not friends, but they will work together.
Yeah.
They're gonna be best friends.
Eventually,
yeah.
When
As
both of their kids are teaming up to do fusion dances, that's when they'll actually be friends.
Yeah.
So, and even then, not fully.
Yeah, I think Brandy just after the show, Cody's wife said he doesn't have a seat at the table, but there is an open seat at Thanksgiving. He can earn it.
Hell yeah. Well, because I don't know if you boys remember, but Cody had said that at WrestleMania after he took the belt, they never got to have a moment together. Roman left.
Yeah.
So I wonder if this was their first, like if SummerSlam, obviously not in ring necessarily, but at SummerSlam itself was the first time they actually got to sit down.
Maybe. I feel like there is definitely a group text between Cody, Roman, Paul, and like Rock and Triple H. You know?
Oh, I wouldn't doubt it. Yeah.
Like I feel
But
like
I mean, like in person sit down though.
Yeah. I feel like they bounce ideas off each other a lot and just try and like, hey, what do you think about this? Does this kind of like work for what you're thinking? What, just spitballing shit back and forth, like throughout the week in between shows. When they're traveling.
I wouldn't doubt it.
So whose side did Paul Heyman take?
Oh, he's on Roman's side. He is 100% on Roman's side right now.
Oh yeah.
Like he hasn't been on TV since he rejected Solo.
Okay.
Yeah, he's been quiet since then. So we'll see him probably, maybe SmackDown, I'm anticipating this week.
Probably, yeah. Probably SmackDown this week.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like before we were theory crafting that he would be in Punk's corner. Going back full circle now, back to the other match. Roman coming back, no fucking shot. He's going to be with Roman. And it's a guarantee. I feel like this is going to be the building phase of a new tribal organization.
Think they're going to build the good guy wrestler Avengers?
Yeah.
Bring Roman in, and then bring CM Punk in because Paul Heyman's there. Then you get Sammy and Kevin Owens.
That is exactly where I was going earlier when I was talking about why they took the belt off of Sammy, is because they're going to reinvigorate Roman's bloodline with Sammy, Jay, maybe Punk, who knows, but Randy, Cody, KO, like that's going to be that side of what Roman's going to be doing now with the bloodline versus Solo's version of the bloodline with Tama Tonga and Jacob Fatu and those guys. Reportedly, Zilla Fatu was also at SummerSlam in the crowd during the show. So we might be seeing him out there too at some point in the future.
Oh, fuck. The entire family's pretty much here now.
Yeah.
Oh, God. And it's funny too because, we always made the joke about how this would be a better NWO split. It already feels like a better NWO split. Let's be real. It hasn't even fully begun technically yet. We're only seeing the beginning of this fruit ripen. But goddamn, his entrance was amazing. His fucking Superman punch was amazing.
His
fucking spear was amazing. His jumping out of the ring and just staring Cody down was amazing. Cody having that look, never taking his eyes off him like another predator. Amazing. Dude.
Like,
oh my fucking God.
Cody never breaking his eye line on Roman once he made that entrance was so goddamn telling. That was 100. Like, this is when WWE is working at its best level, when they are showing and not telling you everything. Where Cody,
yeah.
like, you nailed it. Like, keeping an eye on a predator. Like, he knows the biggest threat is Roman. He is not taking his eyes off of Roman.
Well, he also hesitated too to initially move forward towards Solo. When he kind of like started to move and then stopped. Like, wait a second, is this like a snake right now where it's gonna snap at me if I move forward? Like, he waited. Like, dude, it was legit. He seemed not terrified, but more aware of his surroundings than he has ever been in his fucking life.
Yeah. Oh, God, that was great.
It was such a... And again, these two have proven, yet again, that some of the most fucking wrestling moments have no goddamn wrestling. It's just stare downs and talking and shit. Like, because that was the best part of the night, was that stare down. To me, that was the best.
Yeah. I mean, as, you know, the fucking meme goes, it's fucking cinema. You know? Oh, God. There's so many different directions they can go with this. Like, Roman could reunite his original bloodline. You know, he'd bring back both the Usos, bring back Paul, and bring in Sammy for old time's sake to take on Solo. Roman could pair with, you know, Cody and Randy and KO and reinvigorate into something new of just, like, you know, WWE fucking champions. I can't wait to see where they go with it.
You try and bring Nia into one of the sides then, and bring her into one of the bloodlines. Then you put Bailey on the other side just to counter it.
Yeah, that would work.
Oh my
really
God,
well.
This
Start
is like
filling up the team.
It's like Avengers versus X-Men.
Yeah, old school. Now, there's one other person involved in this that zero appearance last night, and I'm waiting for when he makes his fucking face known on which side he falls. But The Rock is he's involved in there somewhere, and I can't wait to see which side he's actually aligned with. It's gonna be money.
Given how...
Gotta be Roman.
Really?
I don't think so.
I think it could be
think so.
Solo. I think it could be Solo.
I think it's Solo.
Because I think Rock doesn't want any challengers to his, like, authority. Like, the whole final boss thing, like, if Roman doesn't bend the knee, you're going under.
I can see that, yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
I don't remember how long ago it was now, but I know on the podcast you had said this, Alex, that that they might have long gamed this and had the Rocks like putting words into Solo's ear the entire time.
I think that was around WrestleMania.
Yeah. I honestly believe they're going to go with that. Or something of that nature. I feel like The Rock definitely wanted someone weaker that he knew he could get over on, like Solo.
Yeah.
When then you go the true villain route of setting Solo up and then like, we beat him. Like, oh, no. That was just Vader. Now here's the Emperor.
With an extra health bar attached to it.
Yep.
Unlimited people's power.
Yeah. Like, have The Rock come out to his entrance music, but now it's in Latin and it's orchestral. There's violins and shit.
Fucking like
Just
choir people come out.
Yeah, you get the 30-person church choir to be doing it.
Just take it up to a whole new fucking level. Oh,
They
man.
like the spotlight hits on the different stairwell entrances, and there's like a little group at each one that's doing a different octave.
Yeah. All of them
Oh,
have the fucking bra bowl on their chest of like their gown or whatever they're wearing.
Fucking Roman comes out to this like looking up at this big super swole like fucking Rita Repulsa giant sized up fucking The Rock with his little like two-hander sword, and he's not wearing any clothes, but he has like a wraparound diaper. Goes full fucking souls about this shit. Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah. And there's one other person to incorporate in this because it's his last run, but fucking Cena, man. Gotta get Cena involved.
You might as well.
Yeah.
I think he would take Roman's side.
Like a year.
Oh, yeah. 100%. Like, that would be the final passing of the torch from Cena to Roman. As far as like, okay, who like is the face of WWE? Like, it's Roman, 100%. Like, Cody is the baby face, but Roman is the guy that is the top of the card regardless.
Remember when Cena completely fucking demolished Roman
Oh
in the
my
ring
God.
with that promo?
Yeah, he dragged them to the fucking Shadow Realm.
What if this is a redemption arc for their friendship where he apologizes to Roman and saying, I may have been right back then, but I would be wrong to say it now?
Definitely. Like, I could see him just like putting his arm out there and grabbing hold of it, and they get like the fucking Predator handshake and just, you son of a bitch, just clasp, you know,
Hell yeah.
veins popping and shit. Yeah, do it.
It'll say Roman on one side, Cena on the other, destroying Solo and the final boss in the middle.
Oh
yeah.
man, it's gonna be the new Mega Powers.
Well, and plus, I mean, you're adding in John Cena's new secret superpower of the bald spot. Like, he actually is going invisible.
Oh my God! Use it as a superpower, polish it up, and angle a spotlight blind to the other guy.
Yeah. There's one more thing to throw into all of this stuff that is happening going forward, because this is all going to culminate at, you know, WrestleMania again. Obviously, we've got, you know, like half a year to get there. It has been pointed out that WrestleMania coming up is in Las Vegas, and the big dog himself, the merch mover of the entire company's history, Stone Cold, has said that, well, it's in Vegas, and I said I would be there in Nevada. I'm not traveling any other states. So we're going to probably have a Stone Cold throw in there for good measure as well.
That would be silly.
Have him come in and join up on Roman's side for WrestleMania.
Doesn't matter. Someone's coming out to stick you with beer all over him.
Yeah.
He's the special referee.
Yeah, he's there to neutralize The Rock. That's what he's there for.
As the special referee. Yeah.
Oh,
I would love that.
yeah. We've got so much to look forward to now. I mean, it's going to be a slow play. Like, it's probably going to be little bits of teases here and there for a while. Like, immediately we'll get, you know, some lines drawn, and then it's going to be a very slow build up to probably the Rumble, I would say. And then they're going to put their foot on the gas and just go full speed on the storyline. So it'll be a little bit kind of intolerable, I feel like, say probably between October and December. And then we're going to get a lot of action post that.
Yeah, it'll probably get a lot of build up for the Jan 1.
I don't know if they're doing the day one pay-per-view this year. I don't know.
Either way, they tend to do like a week-long event about it, even if they do the pay-per-view or not.
Yeah.
So I feel like we're going to have a bunch of storylines we don't really fully care about get wrapped up completely right before day one, and we're going to see a big old start of new ones. And I feel like, because was it Cena said WrestleMania is when he'll be back?
He's going on a run starting with, I think he threw his hat in the ring to starting with the Royal Rumble.
The Royal Rumble? Okay.
I'm not sure, because he's at Money in the Bank, when he made his announcement at the press conference afterwards, they hadn't hammered out how many dates he was going to be working. I believe he said at the very minimum they were looking at like 30 days of shows.
That's what I thought too. Okay.
Yeah, he's gonna have like 30 shows under his belt at least. I think they hadn't settled on a final number. We'll see. He also said like it would be his last WrestleMania, not necessarily his last show would be at WrestleMania.
Right, yeah, because I figured he would be popping out at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
That was my assumption, so.
Who knows? It's going to be fucking great. It's going to be so fucking cool.
Yeah, either way, I'm looking forward to some stuff that's coming up. I'm glad some of these storylines have wrapped up in a way where they can either evolve or move on now since SummerSlam.
Yeah. And let's take a moment to appreciate CM Punk had a one-on-one match in WWE and didn't get injured.
Yeah.
I was worried.
Yeah.
When that chair came out, I was worried. I was like, no, he's made of glass. Don't you touch him.
I'm just kidding. We love you, Phil.
We love you, bud.
Yeah. But until next week, when who knows what'll fucking happen? Who knows what surprises await for us now? Post
Or
SummerSlam.
shenanigans.
Absolutely more shenanigans. Hey, maybe somebody else will be suspended from AEW, and you could talk about that. R.I.P. Britt's career. Fucking they.
What the hell? We don't have time to talk about that today, but goddamn.
Yeah, we also don't have time to talk about Tony Khan meeting with Shane McMahon in secret.
Oh, yeah.
But not secret and leaking it.
Goddamn.
But at the end of the day, we can all take solace in the fact that Mustafa Ali will always be on the right side of history. I believe in Ali.
I believe
Until
in
then,
Ali, too.
We'll see you next week. Thank you for joining us on your night off. Remember, like, comment, share, subscribe, do all the engagement, and we'll see you on your next night off. Say goodnight, boys.
Night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Peace.